Hey guys, Krisha here. Please be cautious of any fake comments and emails you may receive from people pretending to be Mango Research. Sean and I will never, ever contact you for investment opportunities or anything of that sort. To get in touch with the real Mango team, make sure to join our official Discord chat using the link in the description below. Stay safe out there, and remember, do it Mango. And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is going to be a very quick update on Cardano. Now, I'm going to try and keep this one as short as possible because I don't think that Cardano has done much since our last video on it, which was, I believe, day before yesterday. So if you're looking for something a lot more in-depth, I suggest you go ahead and check that one out. I will link it above as well as in the description below. Now, Cardano is still very much in its consolidation. However, the major question I'm sure everyone is wondering, is it bearish? No, it's not. Okay, it's not bearish. It's not bearish on the weekly time frame, and currently we are on that daily time frame, and I want you to look at the one signature that I am looking at. Okay, and it's the fact that we are still maintaining that higher low structure. And until and unless we lose that structure, okay, I will not be anticipating a move to the downside just yet. I need a confirmation, and that confirmation is only going to come to me as soon as we lose the structure. Okay, remember, half the game of trading is just waiting on those confirmations, waiting on the bid. It's all about patience. Okay, this game is all about patience. Do not jump the gun. All right, now we're first going to start off with the Mango dashboard. Let's go ahead, pull up Cardano on this list. I'm currently on that 4-hour time frame, and as you can see, Cardano USDT is currently short. This short trend change came in 3 days ago, and if you took a trade based on this, you are currently up 8%. Okay, Cardano BTC is also short. This short trend change came in 1 hour ago, and if you took a trade based on this, you are currently down about 0.73%. Okay, so negligible right here. But what's important, now this is something that I'd mentioned in my last video with you guys, was that if you pan on over to that weekly time frame and you have to assess that macro trend, guys, Cardano is still long on the macro. Okay, on the weekly time frame, it is still telling us that that trend is bullish. All right, and in fact, if you caught a trade based on the Mango dashboard on the weekly time frame, you are still up 647% despite the recent pullback we saw. Right, 647%. All right, Cardano BTC is also long, and if you took a trade based on this on the weekly, you are currently up 63.90% despite the pullback. All right, so this macro trend on Cardano is still very much in bullish territory. All right, what I personally will be looking for in order for me to see a switch in trend, or for me to see a revival out of this consolidation that we're in, I am going to be looking at that 4-hour time frame. I'll be looking for the short trend change to turn into a long trend change. Okay, at which point I will then be looking for those cascading effects onto the higher time frames. Alrighty, that is going to be my first tell, in that the bulls are likely taking over from here, and this consolidation may very well break to the upside. And of course, it's always going to be an if this then that. There's always two sides to a trade, right? This could also break down, okay, and in order for us to really gauge that breakdown, I will be looking for how price reacts off of those regions of support. Now, getting on over to the chart, just to sort of drill it in once again, like I said, not much has changed. So in our last video, Sean did propose 2 possible scenarios, okay, for Cardano. One being a bearish scenario and one being a bullish scenario. Of course, contingent on price actually breaking certain regions of support, okay, for the bearish scenario, and for price actually maintaining the higher low structure for the bullish scenario. Okay, we're first going to start off with the bearish scenario. So what he essentially mentioned was the fact that if price takes out these wick lows right here, now this came in at around 98 cents. Now, Sean has decided to keep it very easy for himself, and that was part of the reason as to why he actually created the Mango dynamic. If you notice, guys, the dynamic is essentially marking out that entire support range for us. Okay, 98 cents going all the way down to the dynamic, which is sitting at 91 cents. All right, he's looking at this entire range. He says, hey, Krisha, if price breaks this range, I'm saying that this is likely going to go down, at which point he will be looking at a double top like formation being activated. And the double top he is looking at is this right here. Okay, and this right here. It's like an M-like formation. Now, I think that, hey, you know what? I'll be looking at that $1.01 as my first tell. If we start living over $1.01, I'm looking for a candle body close. Okay, with sufficient volume because of how intense this bullish trend was. If we have to break to the downside, I will be looking for volume on the downside break. Okay, so when I say looking for volume, I'm looking for a nice node right here of volume. All right, if we get that, if we start taking out this wick low right here, the measured move for this M-like formation, okay, which is a bearish formation, would take Cardano all the way down to, okay, I already have it marked out on my chart, around 54 cents. Alrighty, of course, contingent on us actually breaking the region, but I want you to notice what is happening on this chart right now, guys. It's the fact that we're still maintaining the higher low structure. We put in one low here. This was a higher low, and right now as things stand, okay, there's no confirmation on this, so just be careful. This is also a higher low. All right, I'll be waiting on confirmation, and I will look at this as a confirmation of a higher low as soon as we start closing daily candles over $1.15. All right, now if we actually manage to get that, you'll notice that you can actually mark it out with a nice, beautiful diagonal. All right, if we start living over $1.15, I will be anticipating a move all the way up to this region right here at around $1.30. Okay, testing these highs. Okay, now if you have to zoom out of this picture, what do you guys see? I'm going to clear out that dynamic. What do you guys see? That is going to put in an ascending triangle, okay? If we start breaking $1.15 to the upside, and I'm saying that we're going to $1.30 if we start living over $1.15, then that is likely going to turn into an ascending triangle structure. Okay, an ascending triangle on a technical standpoint is a bullish pattern. Alrighty? Now, if we have to take the conservative sort of measured move of that bullish pattern, all right, and if we have to plot it on the break, it would take Cardano all the way up to $1.74. Alrighty, that is the conservative measured move. And why do I say conservative? Is because if you just zoom out of this chart, you can easily look at this as a bull flag formation. All right, now remember, guys, it is going to be an if this, then that. If we start living over $1.15 once again, only then will I be looking for continuation to $1.31, thus forming that ascending triangle. However, if we start taking out this region right here at around that $1.01, okay, only then will I be anticipating another push to the downside, thus activating the bearish M-like formation pattern. Okay, if this, then that, but for now, Cardano is very much in a consolidation. Okay, now another time frame that I wanted to bring up to your attention is the 3-day time frame. For this, I'm going to go ahead, put on my Ichimoku cloud. Okay, and you can, this is so beautiful. Now, this is something that Sean had mentioned to you guys in the last video. I'm going to clear out all of these nasty lines. Okay, and I'm also going to go ahead and put on my 10 simple moving average. Beautiful. Okay, now the cloud is green, the TK, bullish TK cross is intact, wherein we are seeing that Tenkin over the Kijun, and as you can see, that bullish crossover setup between the 10 SMA and the 21 EMA is also intact. Okay, now this is very neat in that it is marking out that beautiful resistance for us to the T. Okay, as far as the 3-day time frame is concerned, we have not closed a single candle over $1.31. Us closing a candle over that region is going to be our first tell on bullish continuation, as well as a break of that ascending triangle. Okay, notice how on both 3-day candles we wicked up only for the candle to close underneath $1.31. Okay, same thing right here. So a takeout, a clean takeout of this region, okay, we're looking for a candle close, is going to be the first tell on bullish continuation. Okay, but so far we have not even made our way all the way down to the 21 EMA yet. Okay, yes, we've lost the 10 for now. If we start, and I want you to notice where that 10 is lining up with. That 10 is lining up with that $1.15 region. If we start taking out those two to the upside, this is likely going to see continuation to $1.31. Okay, if we start taking out this wick low right here once again, I'm seeing continuation to the downside. All right, if this then that, I feel like this game is going to be more of patience, and it is going to pay to not get complacent. Okay, not just on Cardano, but just in terms of general market conditions. When things are in a consolidation, I notice that people get so bored. Okay, and then people, they just they sit on the sidelines, or they just stop looking at their trades. They go AWOL essentially. Okay, and then when the volatility picks up again on them, that's when everyone wakes up and they're back onto the charts, back onto, back into trading, and then they're busy buying freaking tops. Don't do that. Take this time, don't get complacent, take this time to actually study, learn the charts, see how you can do better. Okay, look at all of your trade setups, try and build trade setups. Okay, find invalidation points on your chart to see when you are wrong. The worst thing to do in a bull market is to get complacent. Alrighty? So, yeah, this is what Cardano is doing. I think it's still very much in bullish territory. Okay, as far as the macro is concerned, Cardano is still bullish. Now, quickly getting on over to Cardano BTC, I'm only going to dissect this on the weekly time frame. As you can see, we're still living underneath our major region of resistance at around 2,082 sats. Okay, if on the next weekly candle we manage to take this out, I'm looking for a candle body close over 2,082 sats. I will be looking for continuation to the upside. Okay, as far as patterns are concerned, I'm not seeing any particular pattern per se, but I do believe that Cardano USDT is still looking good. This could very well actually rip up from here, and I want you to notice how we're still living over all our key regions of support, right? That 10 SMA, the 21 EMA, as well as the Tenkan Kijun, and we have also cleared the cloud levels as well. So this is still in decent territory, as well as, guys, the cloud is green. It is so faint, but it is green. Okay, so Cardano is not looking bad on the Bitcoin chart either. So eyes out on this one. It isn't a consolidation, but don't get complacent on it. Okay, with this, guys, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao.